Hello and welcome. This is no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hello everyone. Shout out to Rufumonger. Um, Hi. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? My name is Vasim Astra, and today is the last stream of 2025. Yeah, crazy, right? It's been a hell of a year for me. Not only like online, but also like in real life because I've been pretty busy. It's been a pretty busy year for me. Like the second half, like from May to uh, well, December, it's been pretty busy. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about this more like at the end of the stream. But yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, welcome back to Of the Devil, episode 2, and the third stream on it. Um, so today we're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be the last stream on the episode. I think there's gonna be one more. The like the like episode 1 took me like 9 hours to complete, I think, or less. So this what might take like as the same amount. So maybe like it's gonna be on the stream like next year. Like maybe like on the 2nd of January. So because I'm gonna take a break like on you know New Year's Eve and also the 1st of January. I just want to chill. So there won't be as much you know activity from me. And I don't know why, but outside right now, there's people using fireworks, and we're like the 13th, like we're not even New Year's Eve, whatever. Like, what the fuck is going on out there? That's so weird. Anyway, to get back into it, yeah, we're gonna keep playing the game right now. We're gonna start the first day of the trial, and we are starting right now. Oh my god, I have to get okay. Okay, so funny story quickly, because I completely forgot about this. Uh, my god, the day after, I streamed the game. My voice was kind of fucked up. I was like, oh shit, my voice is like. I think it's because I'm not trained to do that kind of shit. Like trying to have like different intonation with like the voices. So yeah. Anyway, that's all of my yapping. Let's get into this shit. Mm. Oh my god, I have to get. Okay. Oh yeah. He does have the. I forgot. Yeah. Now he's like a high patch or something. Is that your eyebrow gel? Yes. It's cakey. Do you want to do the rest? I think some of the jury might find that these wounds make him look rugged. And furthermore, from an aesthetic perspective, leaving some of his burns undone will... Excuse me? You clearly are a very devoted martial artist, Sasuke. You should be proud to display your well-defined collarbones as the fruit of your efforts. Just hold still. Appearance matter in the courtroom. 95% of defendants who are ever seen in prison combat trial are found guilty. I don't doubt your tactics work, Morgan. My tactics include getting your suit pressed. Do you want me to rig it back up? I just find them unpalatable. Trying to get the jury this civilian epitome is shameful. You're worried about honor? Really? You already are a cybernetic ninja, Sasuke. Don't be a stereotype. Don't call other people stereotypes. He's right, aren't I? And he's more of a cybernetic samurai, since he's sold himself to a wealthy landowning noble. I'm confused, Sasuke. Is it honorable how your family makes their money? Made their money? I'm not talking about morality. I'm talking about having principles. Yes, they're subjective, and yes, they can be hypocritical. But the further you stray from the common path, the more you need them. I mean, what about her? What would Sarah be like if she didn't have Tennis to guide her programming? Oh yeah, Tennis was something that we that was covered in the first episode. Um, so to have a summary recap, it's a programming. All computers I'll be upon the system. I'm going to do the sentence of for the code to pursue. So they have to follow a program, basically. It's like a program that androids and all that type, like machines or whatever, have to follow. Preserving human life. Since then, the number of those people to one. There's a well-known for creating the decision lifetime of the program to combine with okay, so basically, yeah, it's like it's basically programs they have to follow. I can only imagine. But some people, believe it or not, enjoy the freedoms. Adrift in the middle of the ocean, you're free to go in whatever direction you want. But without a compass, you just die of exposure. If you ever follow, sorry, if you ever follow exactly what the compass says, you'll sail north until you freeze to death. The point is, if you have a compass, you know which direction north is. Fortunate for us all, then that the state is a million megawatt north star pointing towards complexity at all times. And the media is, well, the media is like the wind, and without wind, you'll get stuck in the tide. uh, it was a nice choice, Sarah. Forget it. Do whatever you want with your precious woman. And you're partying again. Great. Sarah, just keep him talking. What? If I'm talking, how will you? Trust me, I've done more delicate work before. Sarah, small talk. Gladly, Adonai. Okay. Sasuke, do you happen to have any tattoos? Or do Draco to ask about that or something? They might. Oh. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do have a tattoo, a Komainu on my back. Komainu? A guardian dog. You have a tattoo of a dog? It's a Fiskar deity. Like a Labrador or like a great fierce, a big dog. Perhaps you should have it change it to some other design, like say. No fucking way! No, shut the fuck up, you didn't do that. No way, no fucking way they did this fucking joke. There's no fucking way they did it like a dragon. No, fuck off. No, hold on a minute. Hold on, I have to share this quickly. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. Hold on. Just a minute. I have to share this with friends. Quickly. No fucking way they did this joke. Hold on. No fucking way they did this joke. There's no fucking way they did this. No, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy, yo. What the fuck? There's no way. There's no fucking way they did this fucking joke, dude. No, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Hold on. Where is it? Where's this game? There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, like knife circle, what the fuck? There's no way. This is so peak. God damn it. They got me. Fucking got me, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. There, there is no switching. The buyer's remorse must be unbearable. There is no buyer remorse. Nephew Chin, you really think they'll feel bad for me because of some cuts and scrapes? You're not good at listening to instructions, are you? The prosecution has to get 12 strangers to agree that you killed 5 men. Each charge has to be unanimous. A perfect score. So any cheap damage we can do, any doubt we can solve, we take it. And any advantage we're given, we make full use of it. But the advantage you are talking about is my face. Are you really not used to this kind of attention, Sasuke? Look, it may be true that, at times, some women have expressed, and men, no doubt. All I'm saying is that there's a difference between knowing your strengths and pounding it up like this. Pretense war paint. Is that how you see it? No, but I'm a grown up. Thank you for returning my question last night, Sasuke. Did she ask you about your dimensions? The subject might have come up. She's a talkative one, isn't she? Sorry if she kept you all night. No, she's not trouble, just curious. Reminds me of. We discussed history. Oh, well, then she must be put right to sleep. This is like, dude. I don't know. It was his choice to subject. So you read history, Sasuke. Here, I assume you spend all your free time frowning in the corners of rooms with your arms crossed. We talk about the Roman Empire for your information. And, criminal empires. Nothing too detailed, I'd hope. But Sasuke, I still don't understand. What do you mean when you said criminal organizations used to be structured differently? Only they always don't fit in our new 21st century world. Always? Well, he's talking about race, Sarah. Race? I don't understand. Well, that's to be expected. After all, you share 99% of your components with a washing machine. No, Morgan, come on! Come on! That's the rude! That's so fucking rude! Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. That's so fucking rude! Okay. That is untrue and unflattering comparison. Maybe you do get it. Look, Sarah. Names like Mafia, Okudo, Sanenui, Shanenui? Anyway. They all came from different cultures. But they all refer to a kind of path. A natural path. And the pride that comes with living by our own set of rules. Those were the first community organizations. Underground guilds, land system, militias, secret societies. Oh sure, they were basically just big friendly charities. Then the world got smaller, and people started moving around, and the mafia changed. It became a way for immigrants to band together to have some kind of power in place that would give them a chance at anything remotely respectable. But the world kept getting smaller and more complex, and eventually, that kind of community couldn't form, let alone survive. Why? Not enough shared experience. Shared experience, I see. Fancy way of saying the internet came along. Well, yes, the technology that gets the physical distance between people. when you spend most of your time, when you spend most of your life online, you end up being more in common with people on the other side of the planet than your own neighbors, just because of where your recommendations takes you. So the immigrant experience disappeared, fractured more like, cracked you to a middle child with a hammer, while generational or economic experience got cemented. The world is more diverse and varied than it's ever been in every sense, except economically. Wealth inequality is wealth inequality is at historical heights. Has it ever been here for? Since before I was born. To answer the question, Sarah, that's why binds the members of a criminal organization to one another. Their socioeconomic status. House Ikari is at the top. The blue bus lie below us. Within each organization, wealth is concentrated among the leadership of course, but each mafia exists in entirely different strata. I see. I also read about an organization called the Rust being active here in the city. Are they in the poverty class then? The Rust. I would put them in the anarchy class. Glowing tattoos and spiked hair, chrome biceps and sharpened teeth. The Bluebirds, for all their faults, can put on a tie and go to work, but I cannot see the Rust expressing any kind of social mobility. Careful, Sasuke! If the Rust heard you being that classist, the Rust wouldn't care about anything I say or who I stand with. They don't need any excuse to stop ripping open mothers and grabbing whatever they can. Oh, they're like scavengers! In Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah! Those guys are scavengers! Oh, shit! Okay, that's interesting though. Yeah, it's like... It's crazy. So, you know what? I don't know if this sounds crazy, but Aosaka kind of reminds me of like Arasaka in a sense. But it's different, obviously. It's completely different, but like, the thing about honor and all that shit. But like, Arasaka is also like an evil corporation. So, where here it's like it's a gang. So, I mean, they don't consider themselves a gang, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get into this shit. Only the shower, Sarah. Nor you ever found yourself. Huh. Find your right off steam. On to the green business then. How did it go with your investigation? Huh. That bad, was it? Nonsense! It was pretty bad. With what I've seen so far, there's no one else who could have killed Chopin. Even if I managed to pick up on all the events for the Bob's death, the guy a police officer would swear on the stand that he arrested Sasuke standing over his partner's dead body. What's going to look like in there? You never been inside a courtroom? Never as a defendant. I'm just wondering how many cops I should expect. In the gallery, a zero blue. Cheap intimidation tactics. Yes, but I cannot fault them for that. We line up much with the same for one of us. You say that, and I don't see any other car around. This is a completely different scenario. And the house can afford to appear beside a cop killer when they are being audited by the state. How understanding of you. I don't know. I think Sasuke is sad that his friends haven't shown up. Good catch. You were hired by Makoto Asakara, weren't you, Adonai? Surely you will want to be in attendance. Don't be absurd. Makoto shouldn't be trusted by anyone without a full security team. Besides which, he should be put through the long elevator ride to this 48th floor just for my sake. What's so bad about an elevator ride? Is he claustrophobic? No, that is... Yes, but... You can't tell anyone, understand? Who the hell was that to? Right. Look, It's illegal to stream trial proceedings under most circumstances, but I'm sure House Hikaru doesn't mind paying a fine. They'll be watching from somewhere in the courtroom. That will be a waste of the hound's coin. But I suppose they might consider keeping an eye on the case progression. As will the Bluebloods, no doubt. Adonai, I think Sasuke's spirit have rallied. Really? How can you tell? Oh! Hi, Emma! Hello, it's been a minute. Uh, he lifted his gaze and his eyes seemed bright as if. Good. Now try and keep his spirits high. How do I do that? Think of something fun! Right. Sasuke, shall we arm wrestle? Oh, wait. How should I do Emma voice? Fuck. Fuck, I need to think. Just a minute. Wait. Okay. Oh! Good morning, Morgan. Good morning, Emma. You, seem tired. Want to push this off until next week? Actually, that sounds... Hey. Sorry. But we'll be facing off soon enough. Why not save the playfields while we still can? Fair enough. Losing sleep over this case? Not really, no. Things looks pretty cut and dry to me. What about you? You toss and turn all night before you big debut as a mob lawyer? Not at all. Oh! Yeah, I remember there was like a flashback, like for me, like when she was like a student. I slept like a rock. Lucky. I mean, I've been getting good at good. I've been getting fuck blah. I've been getting good rest more or less. Just been having a lot of late nights recently. Late nights? Like going out? Huh? No. Ah. Just a late night chats. Chatting about what? God, look at all of them. Never see so many cops in one building. They bring a marching band to the courtroom if they could. Theater. Right. She got a little scared here. Well, theater and trial went out that far apart, back in ancient Greece. We'll hope we progress since then. You, don't approve of this show of force, I take it. Is that obvious? I like to say this is because of who Chopin family is, but we both know that's not what this is really about. A cop is dead. The state wants to make it clear that this isn't tolerated. Cops volunteer to defend our laws and protect citizens. Volunteers don't get paid. Besides, cops, courts, states, all they can do is enforce the laws, not defend them. Guns and arms can defend against the coercion anyway. Right comes from the deep. So you'd rather that the death of a police officer get the same treatment as any other citizen? Suppose that's not possible, they get increasingly fewer chances to play the victim every year, and they never let the opportunity pass. No, I guess the best I could hope for is that the state make the same show for force whenever any crime is committed. If they treated every death like the death of a cop. Oh no! I mean, yes, no? I mean, we don't hit it just to handle episode 2, right? If they treated every death like the death of a cop, maybe I would call it HBK by now. She really on the trace of like Morgan here. Holy shit. You're still on that. Of course! Shooting deaths are down, but do you know how many missing person cases there are in the city? How many deaths get written up as a mock every single attack gone wrong? It's a big city, Morgan. More than enough blood running through the streets before HBK to London to kill us in. You shouldn't drug like that. What? You don't believe me? Just last month, missing person. The report was filed by the employer when they didn't show up to work. 7 days after they had last been seen by anyone. Is that about the fact that she killed like the guy who like harassed David? They were just some part-time worker, no close friends, no family. They went to work and came home, paid their bills, and they disappeared. And no one cared or even noticed until their job didn't get done and those bills were unpaid. No one noticed until they stopped buying it. The body was found a full 3 weeks later. The decay was what happened to them. Blunt force to the back of the head. Something metallic with a sharp corner, we think. Oh my god, yes! This is what they thought, yeah! It was roughly cube a roughly cube machine part I pulled off from a dumpster nearby. Yeah, remember when she did the jazz hands shit? I guess like, yeah. It feels snug in my hand. It came through the skull like a shovel through snow. Kicked into the bay, might not even been waved down. Just thrown away like a sheep. That's terrible. Did you find any belongings on them? No. So probably a Megan then, right? No, there will be other injuries from a struggle. And then the thief who actually committed the murder would be too panicked, too terrified to. You know how muggers think now. I can learn on anyone thinks. Even HBK, we were robust enough profile. Well, good luck bringing it all by you alone, son. I'm not working on this by myself. Oh no! Oh no! Who else? Ah, sorry, right? Oh my god, the timing with the bell and what she said was crazy. Holy shit, that's insane. Oh no! Who else? Probably the cops. Maybe like I don't know. Do you want to beg for mercy real quick before we begin? No, we'll be defining that. Oh god. I might have to okay, before we start, I'm gonna pick some drinks because I forgot to get some drinks here. Courtroom 48D. Oh, it's a lot of people, huh? Okay, just a minute. I'm gonna save first, okay? I'll be right back real quick. Just need to get some something to drink, like I don't know if I still have some water, but we'll see. Alright. BRB. Okay, we're back. Well, there's no water, so I took a can of Fanta. This guy have to do it. Ah, better. Damn it! It's not even cold. Uh, but I should like take a drink, so fuck it. Okay. Just gotta be careful, like not like this thing fall like. Okay, let's get back into this shit. So we're gonna start the trial now. So I gotta be really careful about. Wait. Yep. The coral gallery is quite full today, isn't it? Awash in a sea of pieces of corpse. He doesn't exactly show up one confidence, does it? 5 counts of murder will be newsworthy any day of the week. Adding the fact that one of the bodies belongs to a cop and a crowd was to be expected. Didn't think they'd be so quiet though. Maybe they all just waiting for the firing pistol before they started casting stones. Don't let it get to you, Sasuke. They're just posturing. Posturing? Understand. I've been in attendance for my share of stands in negotiations. But the bloodlust in those rooms was always mutual. You don't feel any animosity towards those cops? I'm used to summoning my temper on command. I'm not forgotten how to get angry for my own sake. You just worry about the jury. What about the adjutant? They cannot be intimidated by muscle, bribed with cash, or desire with fine tailoring. Always makes them quite favorable when it comes to prosecuting organized crime. Have you been in court many times before then? It's an eye for an eye in the world. Yeah. It's an eye for an eye in the world we operate in. If we don't file actual charges, we just answer them. So even that has become rare. The house is elevated. Blue butts and all the rest of the rabble. We're beyond their reach now. And when it comes to our peers, we communicate very differently. Must make being a bodyguard pretty boring. I think your word sounds very warning and exciting, Sasuke. Thank you. Especially the other day when you were captured and beaten by your rivals. Uh, yeah, yes. What I was trying to hint at, Morgan, is that you should not be expecting assistance from your house. Honestly, the thought hadn't crossed my mind. Being on the win side for once? What the hell would that even feel like? So there won't be any main black guy pushing the jury during lunch and offering them paper bags of cash? No. Well, if we do really bad, we won't even make it to lunch, so... Sasuke, what are you staring at? Are you looking for the jury? No, I know they aren't here. It used to be mandated that juries to be physically present for court proceedings. People felt it was to report that it took the accused in the eye. To have him evaluate the character? Why bother? Most people suck at that, always have. True. Perhaps it was considered public punishment then, to have to look at them in the eyes. A punishment for the jury or the defendant? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, like, I want to drink water than a fucking Fanta, but fuck it. You know, because the problem is, it's sugar and all that shit. And the gas, I like drinking sodas, but not too much. Anyway, without to deviate too much from the game. Alright, kiddos. Chins up, shoulders out. Show is about to start. Yeah, I should probably save. Because this is where things can get really hard. I think. Ah! I just remembered. Do you think I should just have this particular case? Obviously, it's gonna be me! Obviously. I mean, that's gonna give me easy. She's back. How? It's Heidi. Wow, the chances. Oh my god. There should be at least like 83 other personas in the building arts network at least. Well, Your Honor, thank you for praising so really. I do try. Cause it's a trial. Tougher crowd than usual. Hey, that's not got all the green monoliths sitting in the town out there in the gallery. Who died? 5 people, Your Honor. Yikes. What's the damage? 2 counts for manslaughter, 2 counts of homicide in the 2nd degree, and 1 count of homicide in the 1st degree. Buddy? You tried to sell a gold splitter with all that? What's with the record-setting grind set? The prosecution stands ready. So shall we begin? Oh, that's pretty cool. Your crate's always good here. Court is now in session. Let's go! This is sick. This is fucking sick. Now, let's go open those opening statements and get this case summarized. Gladly, Your Honor. People of the court. The defendant in this case is a man named Sosuke Ikaya. He was found at the scene of the crime where 2 men were shot to death. One was stabbed in the neck, another had his skull bashed in, and a police officer was impaled through the back with a sword. Crowd. Cop! See what I mean? Like the gas from the soda? Ooh, okay. So I'll drink water. Cop killing piece of shit! I cannot do like a... So fuck it. Just get over that. Please find any outbursts from the gallery that your mics may pick up. Now, I understand that the scale of the virus on display here today may intimidate you. But I want to show to all of you now that your response today is neither taxing nor complex. You will hear testimony. It will be shown evidence. And all of it will be found towards the truth. That the defendant is the only individual who could possibly commit these crimes. That is a simple fact. And the only one you need concern yourself with. Oh, she's cold as ice. I love this. I love her. I just fucking love this character. This character is peak. But every ice age becomes a kindling. For the ashes got to seen as the embers from champions. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Emma did stick to the cold logic, so if I follow her with more of the same, it I'm feeling flat. This guy will never warm up to us. But I can work to imagine if the jury comes to see these cops as witch hunters eager to start a fire. It's not like Master never taught me anything. I know to the razzle dazzle. My fellow citizens, you were brought here today because an act of violence took place that could only be described as... Oh no. Bloody, wild, unspeakable. Yeah, I think that fits because bloody is like you want to you need to defend like Sasuke. I sure know. I was there. Yeah, you sure you want to say that, Morgan? I mean, she was there. Twice. I saw the blood on the ground, the bullet holes in the wall. Felt the... Okay. I saw the blood on the ground, the bullet holes in the wall. Felt the... I'm gonna say the unease. I'm gonna say malevolence. Malevolence is not felt unease like already in the air. I also worried when my clan was held prisoner. And I know exactly what you must do about because he sweat and blood as still of the tile. My clan at decorative veteran demand. my clan a decorative veteran demand you staying next to me here. Not even fully him from his torture. Could say trauma. I mean, dude. Torture? Trauma. From his trauma was taken into police custody with laceration, bruises, internal bleeding, broken bones. And while he was in police custody, he somehow sustained a black eye, a busted lip, a broken nose, and a busted ear. Possibly I'm sure any one of the firearms officers in the gallery today will be happy to testify about. You can't ever say that? You want me to object during an opening statement? Much is resting on the outcome of this trial. 5 men lie dead in the morgue, one of them a police officer, Tarek. Don't speak his name, you mud-blooded bitch! Hang him up! Hang on too! Oh, hey! This is... Hey, we have to have fun in this corner, put on a good show. But that's because we're on stage. Any more artists from the gallery are clear our entire room. You can all watch the rest of on your phones or peek through the keyhole like a bunch of fake looking loos. Counselor, let's swap this up. Yes, Your Honor. The fact of the matter is, on that night, McLaren was not in any condition to kill anyone. Not 400 criminals, and certainly not a trained police officer. And nothing about McLaren's background in his association or that of the victims can change that fact. Huh? So, as you listen to all the evidence in this trial, with fairness and impartiality, I know you will strive to. I only ask that you focus on the reality of this horrible crime, and not on the fiction that the people will try to weave for you. Thank you. Decorated veteran? You tell me you never earned a secret combination? More pushes of the day or something? Never mind. I suppose it could have got much worse. You're too kind. I was trying to be honest. The crowd got agitated, but you made it a level head and you recovered your tempo. Adonai is a master to doing so. Okay, it was decent. I've seen her making comebacks from the most nonsensical mistakes before. In martial arts, they call it an ukemi, a graceful fall. That is basically correct. Well, try not to gracefully fall over when you see the first minutes on the docket, Sasuke. What do you mean by that? It's Han, isn't it? Oh shit. I swear if it's Raya, like, no, fucking wait, it better not be her. Wait. If it's Reyes, I'm gonna scream. Your name and occupation for the record? There's no fucking way it's him! Why is he here? Oh wait, that's an hologram. He's not really here. He's not really here. Oh my god. How can I be necessary? If some planning in a chorus room doesn't already know who I am, they don't deserve. I know, but would you consider if only for the sake of ceremony? Ceremony is important and should be respected. Very well. I am Makoto Ikaya of House Ikaya. My occupation is that of a student. Try not to look so smug about it when you better you lie. Right, of course. And you position it with the Ikara Financial Group. It's not started, but I read the credit here. Hard to imagine what the noble house of Ikara is getting on in it. Sasuke, are you alright? he can he see us? He can't see me. Rockford and Edgerton. Witnesses that testify don't really need much else. So he's safe. Yes, Sasuke, he's safe. Like he was yesterday. Probably sitting right where I left him, or standing on a box. I think Orgran's giving him a boost so he can see over the strand. Her face. I love her reflection of this face here, that's so fucking funny. That's good. The boost got the boost to his height. That he's safe as at home. I'm sorry that he can't see you, Sasuke. Don't be. After how horribly I failed him, I'd like you to speak about a bit about the events of August 30th. About the last time you saw the defendant, Sasuke Ikaya. I'm here today, not physically, but here nonetheless. As a courtesy. That does not mean I will flag my gums like some sort of flapping gum puppet. Permission to treat the witness as hostile. Incoming. In my work for wrecking the spoiled blood of the calls. This album will be worth the price of admission alone. I understand. It was a traumatic experience, I'm sure. Anyone of normal upbringing will barely be able to recall a single detail, let alone the day's full events. Normal upbringing? I should probably dismiss you so you can get back to your summer studies. Summer studies like some common wife? Wife? That's quite a vocab pool. What? Wait, what's that mean? Actually, I didn't know they thought that it stayed basic. Basic? Was I mistaken? Listen well, Madam Rockford, as I demonstrate to you exactly how misguided you are about my powers of retention. Please do. Play like a damn fiddle. Why wasn't she mentioned during any of our trial preparations? Yeah, she's kinda like the L to, light, you know, in Death Note. Subject seems not to hear the question. That's a good one. O plus. I don't know, I was only one against her her once. So far. Every hot streak starts somewhere. Hot streak? I really am going to prison, aren't I? Where should I start? As far back as you can. A simple task. For past years, members of the organization most commonly referred to as the Blue Blood Mafia. I've been making attempts on my life. No, fuck. Did you steal the lunch money or something? Oh my god. I am the primary beneficiary of my grandfather, Daisuke Ikara's will. In current parlance, I am the sole heir to the Ikara Financial Group. Fuck off! You could buy so much lunch. The group you know as the Blue Bloods. I have been jealous of my family finishing Foresight for decades. I'm merely the most recent target of the important attempts to nip at our heels. And 2 days ago, on August 13th, our impotent was their attempt then. I was leaving a meeting held on the upper floors of Crane Tower. My security detail escorted me to the elevators, where we will then proceed down to the canopy's access floor. This was all planned out in advance by my head of security, Sosuke Ikara. But the elevator became stuck, for unnatural timing. When Sosuke tried to the doors open, we saw that we were stuck between the 62nd and 61st floors. Wait. Fuck, I mean, it's been 2 days, so I don't remember this, because, yeah. Sasuke did talk about this, you know, about like, what happened, like, back before he got captured. Pry open with a tool. Leading the witness, Your Honor. He didn't need a tool to open the doors. His bare hands were more than sufficient. Help Sasuke out here, kid. We submit into evidence the defendant's Akita Type 2 magnetic grade. Oh my god. We submit into evidence the defendant's Akita Type 2 military grade spinal mod, designed to enhance strength, endurance, and reflexes for high intensity combat scenarios. Yes, sir! It is so admitted. What happened next? The decision was made that we could crawl out to the 61st floor and head for the service elevator. But once again, like exited, the elevator started up. It was a trap. We had been cut off from the rest of my detail. You were isolated and defenseless. That must be hardly defenseless. You really think my personal head of security would be armed? He had Yoru. Don't tell me. You named your sword. You named your sword. All great sword name names. You know what? That's not wrong. I mean, think of Excalibur, for example. You know. Thank you, Sarah. Very well put. Okay, okay, Sasuke's sword. Let the record show that the witness identified SCP-B3 as belonging to the defendant. Okay. Identified by Makoto as Sasuke, a personal sword Yoru. Taken along with Sasuke. Down to the lower wards, following an ambush of Makoto. Okay. This sword was recovered by the police in a known Blue Blood den in the lower wards. Found impaled into the body of Derek Chopin. A forensic has shown that only the fingerprints on it are those of the defendant. There's still time for you to disown it, Sasuke. she's like sweating here. You understand nothing about swordsman's heart, Adonai. I mean, she didn't know how to use a katana, like when she killed the Trey. Once again, it is your paragon that has the right of it. Perhaps you should be leaving my defense. If this someone turns into a fence competition, I'd gladly defer to you two. So you, Sasuke, and Yoru were on the 61st floor together. What happened next? When you arrived at the service elevators, Sasuke called them, and then they made a chime. And I didn't clearly see much of what happened next, to tell the truth. Figures emerged from around the corners. They were aiming weapons at me. A red shone on my chest, and the Sasuke was there, and a needle was sticking out of his arm. Yoru Clinton. Sasuke had drawn it in the blink of an eye. Something glanced out of it and dropped to the floor. I saw a singe at my feet. So, he's talking about... Let me show you quickly. So Makoto is talking about those things here. That's what they used mostly. Yo shit was shot into my arms, pushing me back into the elevator. And I landed it on my rear. That's clearly a key piece of testimony. Let's play it back 5 times. What matters is to push me back into the elevator with Yori's sheet. How hard it is irrelevant. It should be stricken from all public records. The only other thing I saw was Sasuke's back. He slammed his hand against the elevator control panel and then the door shut. That's the last time you saw the defendant? The decision was made that I should get on a VTOL as soon as possible. But much more details stayed behind to ask us what happened. Yes. Okay, yes, this is needle gun, okay. This is what they used. Yes. They were very helpful to building security in 5C. This hypodermic needle gun. Okay, so new evidence here. We gotta read this because it's important. Another gun and projectile found in Crane Tower, where Makoto and Sasuke were ambushed. This model utilized the same kind of projectile needles recovered from the room where Sasuke was held integrated. Fingerprints on the weapon matched those of the victim, Creek. Oh, so Creek used it, right, yeah. What kind of bonehead would leave evidence like that behind? A bonehead in a rush, perhaps, Your Honor. It doesn't appear to have exhausted its gas canister, so it may have outlived its usefulness. I take it that this weapon is a match for the projectile needles found in the room where my client was restrained. Correct. Oh wait, correct. All the others exactly like them were coming from the scene of the ambush as well. So the needles I was talking about before. Here you go. Here they are. So Creek. So wait, where's the fucking needle gun? So Creek used this weapon with those needles I need to find right here to basically subjugate to catch Sasuke. Needles I think to those who were recorded from the Crane Tower where Sasuke and Makoto were ambushed. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is gonna be a much harder trial than the first one because we have the crime scene, but we don't have that much stuff about the Crane Tower. As Makoto said about what happened in Sasuke. But I think the most important thing is the crime scene, obviously. Makoto, did you see the face of the man who attacked you? Ha! All too clearly. I can tell you every detail of the rough shot encounters. Ha! That sounds like a good bit of testimony. Hit it! Nils. Okay. So this is important because we don't want to fuck this up. Yoru. A pineapple has come first. They aim at me, but Sasuke got between us and blocked every shot. Across the distance, but then a dark eye scoundrel approached from the right. And a man with a ridiculous pompadour took advantage of that discretion. They tried to kill me. So whatever happens to them afterwards, I'm sure they deserve it. Makoto is putting the signs for Hyperbola on full display here. I have to fact check this description in order to get the ball rolling. So let me get this straight because we only have the needles in Yoru. Right? We have to check it. Let's check first the evidences. in your room. But did you see them? Because remember what Sasuke said? There was smoke. I don't think he did see them. Right? Remember what he said? He said something like, "Yo, I cannot see them." Let's get the ball rolling. Every shot. He could have closed the distance, but didn't approach from the right. Nope. Yeah! I told you! They couldn't even try to kill the witness, now we release non-lethal projectiles. Exactly! It doesn't make any sense! Why would they would do that? Oh my god, that was scary. I'm so good! Because I remember no! Makoto couldn't see them. Because what Suzuki said before, they were like, they were smoke. So you can't really see like the figures, like their faces. And also, yeah, they probably wanted to kill the Makoto. They could have been trying to kill the witness, not with non-lethal projectiles. They fired a lot of them. The witness didn't avoid that much. Don't try it. This attack was clearly planned with the intent of capturing Makoto alive. Meaning what? That 4 of this case would... Hell yeah, that's how you do it, folks. Always bet on red. Meaning what? That 4 of these cases victims were actually soft and harder pacifists? There is nothing soft about what they did to Makoto after capturing them. Using tools they clearly negotiated a plan to use on the witness. So they're sadists. I'm getting confused here. Sorry to defense, Your Honor. What matters is that the witness has identified the different captors as the 4 Bloodbloods victims that he is accused of murdering. Makoto did establish that much, but something about this attack still bothers me. Emma put Makoto on the stand specifically to identify the victims. Is one of the men who attacked them one Creek's pod? Oh my god, okay, I mean, they did say there was like a big guy and a thin motherfucker. Because Creek was there. Creek was right there with Tanks and Miller. I'm not raising that, no. I don't disagree with you, Your Honor. The man who attacked Makoto and took Suzuki captured are the same one who ended up dead that night. But two questions to occur to me. Why would you save out service? Why would you save all that service if Sasuke's church collapses the very moment it's shut? Would his men have pursued you by any means necessary? That is... I can answer that, you know. See, I knew it. Here was like, no, it was them. When the police inspected the scene, they found like that control panel for Conda even on the first floor was broken. Smashed, in fact. The attackers will had to manually pry open the doors to even attempt to chase after Makoto. And that was like remarkable amount of strength. Did you mash the button for that forcibly, Sasuke? I may have. You used more force than necessary. I wasn't exactly trying to hold myself back at the time. You hit the controls hard enough to break them? So the Bloodbloods couldn't pursue you further, and instead elected to take Sasuke captive. A Sasuke in the end is better than Makoto in the bush. The head of Makoto's security will surely have made for an evil source of information combining future attacks. Where he met to talk. Are you denying that? No, but I would like to ask the witness on one other question. Why did you get off the elevator in the first place? Oh shit! That's true. Why? Why don't you? Hey, hey! Why am I mentioning the lobbies earlier? That's the mics might be picking up on it for you. But from I'm saying, I can help but overhear my client groaning about how badly he failed you. That's not evidence or testimony. It should be stricken from the record. But we get the ID. So was bailing out early the defendant's big brand ID? As head of a personal security detail, such decision is ultimately his to make. However, that decision may have been influenced by his knowledge of the fact that I not especially comfortable in enclosed spaces. Yeah, okay, Makura is claustrophobic. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to humiliate him? In part. I'm also trying to assault you. And we simply waited. We were women safe, but I was not comfortable. It felt very warm. So it was not a technical failure on Sasuke's part per se. Just an error of judgment. Huh? Counselor Morgan. What's up? You can disconnect the call if... Oh my god, this game is so good. Ask me another question. Ask me about how bravely Sasuke defended me. Huh. So that's your angle. We cannot be as natural gifted as extracting valuable testimony out of spoiled brats as Hema. But I can follow example. It's only a pride and it can snap back, as reliable as any knee-jerk reaction. In Makoto's case, with infinitely less resistance than if I had simply asked him to testify. It's usually the lawyers who do the asking and the witness who do the answering. This is not very realistic. We asked the lawyers to testify for the court in more details about exactly how violent the Sasuke fought off the attackers. And if I guess the people don't object, even without it seems super extra. No, the people don't object, Your Honor. Emma is playing passively. Either I'm onto something here or I'm walking into a trap. Screwed. All in on the former. Okay, yeah. Needle guards. Sasuke bedwreckers. Needles. Sasuke was on them for the beginning. It protected me for the whole time, okay? It didn't matter that we were ambushed out of the blue bus had projectiles. Sasuke took up a Yogori in both hands and started their needles up there like a grateful sweater. Oh my god, I need to catch up here. If I fall out against it without accident, injury. You sure about that? For being captured. But that's not a failure, not by any general definition of the word. Let me check his record a bit. I think he got some... Hold on. I need to be careful here because it's not fucked up. Let me check his medical records. You should upload into other sources called No, they really were not noted. Hold on. Fingerprints on the weapon match those of Victim Creek. Fire needles recovered from the room when Sasuke was still integrated. Much oh my god, I need to read this again because I kinda zoned out here. Okay. Okay, let me cook. Hey, my god, this guy is supposed to get heroism. And someone was impressive the second time. He definitely thought we would care for himself. Oh, that's a hint. And the same is to show it. Yeah, exactly. Appointing me the whole time. Okay, yeah, that's true. It didn't matter that we were ambushed, or that the bloodbaths had dropping projectiles. Yeah. Both hands swirling and needles up the air like a graceful sweater. And without assisting, let's go. Bullshit! Nope. Yeah! I mean, duh! I told you! I told you you got fucking wounded. Like sure, you cannot fight people and not like get like some scratches or something? That's bullshit. Of course you got like some bruises and all that shit. Escape is the last thing anyone would call my client after the events of that day. Why look at the medical data from when he was arrested will tell you that much. But why are you getting that, counselor? The defense injuries were sustained at the bloodbath stand, not at Crane Tower. The police didn't find even one drop of blood anyone would need to save it. Yeah, I mean, but he fought. He was fighting, you know. Like, what do you think will happen here? Wait. There's a... I hope it's not too... Oh, fuck. There you go. It's better. It's a bit too loud. Sorry. Helps to be there. Actually, no. Because maybe the music should like turn down. Yeah. I can deal with that. It's a bit loud, right? The police didn't find even one of drop blood anywhere near the service elevator. Well, that's a miracle! A bloodless ambush! Exactly, that doesn't make any sense! Like, dude, like, look at his medical records! Dude got fucked up! He wasn't unscathed. But the fact that no blood was found makes it all more painfully obvious what actually happened to the elevator panel. The elevator panel? Ugh. My client broke out of the board with his left hand, smashing it up. Did you really? I mived. Sorry, I mived. There was a lot of adrenaline at the time. Did you not form a proper fist? Was your wrist not in alignment with your forearm? As I said, Sarah, there was a lot of adrenaline. Do you deny this medical record clearly shows his left hand was broken? Your Honor, what's the matter that the defendant broke his left hand close to the elevator? It is nothing but the witness testimony. Oh. Let me check the background again quickly because... Oh fuck, what do I do? Hold on. Because this is like the moment we have to... Okay, you know what they say? Wait, no. I have to check his stuff. Okay, hold on. Both from front as well, gross enter in front body. The most front to the left are unbroken. Oh, there you go. So slide on the switch on the left hand, turn blinking to the right. Okay. Yeah, Sesame stands. Wait, no, the witness. No, we have to raise it. Yeah. It Sesame has to be convicted. Of course it does! How so? Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Try to think before you speak. As I skip this. Well, it might be true that the weekend doesn't change the witness testimony, but it changes the value of the evidence you had him for the court. The katana? Yoru. Yoru. His name is Yoru! We get it. Oh, shit. No, no saves coming. We're not doing that. No, yeah, it says something stands. I'm stupid. I should trust my phone. Anyway, point to my answer. There's something about Canada that's been entered into evidence. Something that makes me no sense given that we learned about the outcome of this ambush. Namely the sword. Wait. Yeah, I still some stands. I'm sorry, I fucked up. I'm stupid. Alright, Crane Tower. You know if you can spot as this 4-man will attack them and say that you but you really cannot you with both hands. Games like Sasuke push him sheep before Vamish the panel who is left hand to close the door. Wait, let me check the katana because that's true. I should probably check it. I always check the okay, the sword. Come on. What's the backlog? Not the blood. We don't give a shit about that. The chipping? The sword's been chipped. How could that be the case? When Sasuke is a master swordsman. I won't go that far. So master swordsman is on a real rank. How is swordsman ranked then? Where there's a strongest swordsman in the world, and then anyone else who's picked up by a sword goes to them. Zero diff. Unfortunately on there for. Oh fuck. No! What I meant to direct the core that it was the fingerprints that were found on the sword's handle. It's right hand. You're correct to yourself, sir. We already discussed how it was your kind of left hand that broke across the area. Oh fuck! I did it! Oh my god. Not gonna be right up to wield the blade. It can be like this because this has 2 hands. The people are correct. The sword found in the scene of the crime has mechanical right hand fingerprints on the handle. Despite the fact this witness just testified that Sasuke was swinging it in both hands. Like a graceful swear, especially. Oh yeah, he did say that. So did the later Taiko misremember? It was a chaotic situation where he faded for his life. The court should hardly expect him to have kept track of such an inconsequential detail. Have you already forgotten my magnanimous powers of recollection? Her taxis for me backfired. Alvin, you know I can restore all my superman's birthday down to the hour. Write it all down so I can get their moon size later. It doesn't matter where the witness. It doesn't matter whether the witness is mistaken about Sasuke's grip, Your Honor. Because we have much bigger issue to address. Why are the swords that only my kind of fingerprints on it? Makoto testified that Sasuke would do this kind in his defense. An act of bravery that ended with my kind face down on the floor of Crane Tower. He later woke up, held captive, in the lower wards. I'll state the obvious here and say why he was unconscious. He was moved. And so the sword we have in the records must also be handled by. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay. T'inquiète, for last year. Wait. Creek? Fifth victim of cyber assault. Yeah, I think. Let's do 6 okay. Set all weekend. Yeah. Oh, poor victim Crick, of course! Yeah, duh. I mean, he got knocked out. Of course he will be the Crick carrying the sword. Because the sword was on the remember the sword was like on the on the table? So yeah. Or the office, but anyway. Huh. What do you mean? Sasuke was not unconscious at Krentaro. That means that someone else must have brought his soul down to the lower wards. And the only people who are operating to do so would be this camp. Exactly, the Blue Bloods. Hey, is that a song from Lena Rain? That's new. Is that one of the new songs? Sick. Pretty sick. Jamming. So I'm gonna do this again because. And the only people who had the opportunity to do so would be these captors. You mean his victims? Withdraw. What? If they're working to, or is there we're supposed to already constate by a judge? What until you make withdraw the comments? Just not to get the comments that everybody don't know. The defense forget a very simple fact, Your Honor. There is more than one way to hold a sword. Oh. Worm? In case, the defense needs to be clarified. The Creek could have simply held a sword by its cover. Oh, fuck! Okay. Wait, what's this cupboard again? It's like the... Yeah. Yeah, the sheath. Yeah, the sheath of the sword. Yeah, right. No, because there was no sheath on the table. That's not possible. That's not possible, Your Honor. Makoto has already testified that Sasuke left the soul scar with him when he thrust him back in the elevator. Yeah! Duh! Your shield was shot into my arms, pushing me back in the elevator, and I landed on my rear. I see. And Sasuke's soul can be resheathed until it's tested blood. Yes, Your Honor. Very well said. We would have found the scar of the Blue Blood, so then if Quicksilver or his men had to get in with them. Instead, I imagine Makoto took it home. You think he took key evidence from his phone? I saw it came from the police? Of course I did! As if I would trust officers of the law to properly handle a family heirloom as precious as Yoru's sheath. Impressive insight, don't I? But what does it actually mean? Is there some mistake with how the evidence was handled? There is no mistake here. This was all done with intention. The intention to frame my client. By putting his fingerprints onto that sword after the culprit, I already handled it. Yo. I think I found my banner. Oh. I'll hide the way. I gotta take a picture of this. Hey, let's go. This peak. What a lot of bullshit! And the crowd goes wild. So it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because it is the truth. Because it's the truth. I did wipe that kind of handle down after removing it from the trace's throat. So Sasuke just happened to be foolish enough to pick it up himself afterwards. It's frustrating having to keep all my best cards up my sleeve this time around. But the look on Emma's face when I do get to toss them out is... Oh! Oh! What is this song? What is this? Okay. Oh shit! The people are more than ready to counter if you please court. Oh. The defense has made an honorable effort to battle. Okay, maybe I should like tone down this set the volume down. Hold on. The song is good, but holy shit. There we go. Yeah, that sounds like something from the Rain, yeah. The defense has made an honorable effort to battle ahead with this theory. Admirable, but predictable. With a foundation this week, charging ahead and hoping the court will notice it is the only option. Let us speak of the facts. This Creek character led a technical ambush on the head of As Ikaria, knowing he'd be guarded by a full security team. The Bluebirds successfully sabotaged the instant macro area at the previous floor they wanted, meaning they knew exactly who would be and when. And they brought with them drugs capable of disabling and veteran military grade mods. Planning and attention to detail may be a foreign concept to the defense, but it should at least be able to recognize them. So is defense seriously suggesting that after all that progression, Creek's bot wouldn't bother to wear gloves? I'm glad you acted so nicely. Okay, holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Let's go back to... Okay, let's check this the video of okay, this is like where things are getting really serious because I need to be careful. Push them into the area with your ah man, I cannot. Okay, the glove? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Right? Knowing you said be guarded by the full security team, the blue was gloves? Why would it? Why the fuck you would wear gloves? Like to get to like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me anything, because this is important, okay? Recovered from Crave Tower. Creek's fingerprints killed Sasuke. Fuck. Let me check, oh wait, what's the... Oh, why would we make... Okay. What would we... Huh. Good question, actually. I mean, that would make any sense. He was already using a needle gun, right? We don't need to speculate about whether they were gross or not. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he like? Why would he like have like wear gloves? When he, like, his fingerprints are already on the nail guns. That's kind of stupid. What? Like, what? Not when we have Creek's fingerprints on the weapon recovered from the crime scene. That is a pretty good point, actually. Guess this guy was sloppy than you thought. Those bad guys were bare-faced when they attacked us. Idiots. As there wouldn't be repercussions for the actions, the least they could have done was disguise themselves. Strike from the record, Your Honor. Along with any future comments that suggest that Akira would want revenge against his victims, I was always speaking the plain truth. Creek was the leader, correct? If Evan Creek wasn't wearing gloves, it's hard to imagine that none of them got their prints onto Yoru. Unless the soul was indeed wiped down at some point afterwards. Like right another time the true culprit was looking for Sasuke to take the fall. It's a spicy theory. It's just that, Your Honor. A theory. A far-fetched, unstable theory that stacks presuppositions upon each other. Like a flapjack chap substituting quantity for quality. I'll rephrase. This inconsistency is really answered if without jumping through the... Wait, hold on. What's going on outside here? What the hell? Through the defense absolutely around hoops. That's a little bit better. Wait. See, I was a bit distracted. Like, something's going on outside here right now. What the hell? First it was the fireworks, now it's like... I see like music? Like... it's like 11 PM, dog. That's a little better. We already know that the Blue Bloods had successfully taken down the Ikara's head of security. And we already know that they went out of their way to take the defendant captive despite him not being their original target. Furthermore, as the defense has elaborated, we know that they decided to take a useless piece of steel with them for the scene of the crime. Useless? If you will ask why, the answer is obvious. Because orcas are superstitious and immature. They wanted a trophy, and what is there to do with a trophy? Other than polish it. Oh yeah, the cloth! The cloth from Creek's desk. I knew she flagged in her arts for some reason, but she thought this many steps ahead? The defense is correct. The sword was wiped down before Sasuke took it up as his murder weapon. By the very same victims he gone on to claim with it. That is completely logical explanation. Damn it! How do we respond to that, Adonai? We check. Oh, fuck the cloth. We don't. I can't. It makes perfect sense. So does that mean that she's described what actually happened? Not at all. I wiped off the soul myself because my prints went on it. Same as I wiped my prints off every other. Right. If I can't find fault with Emma's conclusion, I need to find fault with the logic that held there. I see. And how do you do that? By by adjusting my aim. As the people say, Your Honor, no one's fingerprints by my crimes are on the murder weapon. That only makes sense if he's guilty. Ah, fuck, I'm out of Fanta. This is not I'm not sponsored with Fanta, just saying. Thankfully, I'm not. That only makes sense if he's guilty of being framed. And there's no evidence to suggest that he's been framed because the scabs had valid reason for wiping off the sword. That's true. They did have a very good reason to wipe off the sword. But that's not the weapon I'm referring to. I think they polished the wait. I think no, it wasn't the needle gun. It wasn't the needle gun. No, I think. Nah, it wasn't the bat, right? Was the bat polished? Why would the baseball bat polished? Wait, hold on. Let me check his medical records. Hold on a minute. Wait. No, I don't think it's a needle gun. The baseball bat though. The gun? Let me try the gun. I think it's the gun. Oh! Yeah, I think it's the gun. This gun is the murder weapon I'm referring to. What? Yeah, it's the gun. What's the baseball bat? That doesn't make sense because the baseball bat was used to bar the door where Sasuke was like held, you know? So yeah. What? The police are confident that it's Mag-Us. M-A-G-U-S, Mag-Us, Mag-Us, I'm just gonna call it like this. Is the gun that was used to kill Tanks and Creek. And your client was to stay with it on his person, and as your client prints on it. Yeah, because he also has a gun, remember? When after you woke up, that we gave it to him. Oops. But it was owned by Tanks. Huh? The record shows that Sasuke. The record shows that Sasuke are the only fingerprints on that doohickey. Yeah, because look at the evidence. Look at the gun. Yeah, I found Sasuke Kaya. Yeah, the gun makes sense. The record shows that Sasuke are the only fingerprints on that doohickey. So that means this Thanks guy and never laid a finger on his own gun? It's entirely possible that Tank simply liked to polish his gun too. Phrasing. So he was punching right up to. So he was punching right up to the moment his captor grabbed injured against him. More phrasing. Was it before or after his internal bleeding that my client took the gun off Tank without even laying a finger on it first? Before or after being tortured that he got the gun with no struggle? They could have wrestled over the gun while it was out of reach. Thanks had no injuries besides the hole in his chest. How did he get in the struggle and not get so much as a scratch? The likelihood of that scenario will seem to come down to the order in which the individual died, no? Yes, Your Honor. Then perhaps we ought to hear some more detailed testimony about that. Of course. The defense has no more questions for this witness, Your Honor. We don't object. Hold on, what are you saying? Okie dokie then! Closing the connection. I said wait, it's Sasuke! Makoto seems to be in good spirits, would you say? Yeah, he was his usual irreproachable self. So how can you find something about that to be depressed over? I'm ashamed that he's disappeared at all. His appearance here runs on the risk of sullying the house's visage with my mistakes. Well, he couldn't exactly sleep with Subban by claiming he had a homework to do. You all people should understand that the house doesn't have to appear in court if it truly doesn't want to. A final event on your account is always preferable to as much thing your reputation. But he did testify. Yes, and you know that went directly against one of the family elders to do so. He should not be in equal depth for my sake. So he put himself at a disadvantage for you. Do you think Makoto will want to apologize? Or do you think he wants you to thank him? He's young. He doesn't know what he wants yet. Huh. Okay, next witness? Oh! Hey! It's Sato! It's been a minute that we didn't see her. Oh shit, okay. Okay, so this is like probably about the autopsy. It's about of Chopin, all the bodies. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Okay. I don't know how to do this word. Yumi Sato, medical examiner. Yumi! Sarah! Dr. Sato, we're very grateful for your work sorting through the large number of reports related to this case. So yeah, she's like she's a medical examiner. She was also in the first episode, trying to doing the autopsy on the David Asher's body. So yeah, she's gonna be a recurrent character probably in the game because I mean she's a medical examiner. Live show tickets, very easy to sanitize. Phew, yeah, 5 bodies, all priority. I'm ahead on the wire for a good while here. We prefer not to tax you with repeating every gritty detail. But if you could, would you please walk to the court through the time of death for each victim and the manner in which they were determined? Right. From the top. Ankar Tan, aka Tanks, had a mishmash of street legal and chop shop mods along his forearms. None of them were particularly up to date, but they were all working, and they did monitor his heart rate. Tank's heart stopped at 9:44 p.m. The cause of death was... Holy shit! I knew they were going to do this shit. Morgan is like, holy fuck, she's cool as fuck. Shot on the torso. The slug, the slug had a hole in his eye. It turned into shot inside the target. There's no mistaking that he was killed by his own gun, the Magus, from a distance of 1 to 2 meters. So yeah, thanks autopsy. Because of that, my career slug that beside the regions are killing them insane. That's next up is Sugmin Trey Trench. He also had a relatively low-end mouse installed, and the show is a hard stopping at 9:45 p.m. He died from exsanguination, blood loss, resulting from a laceration across his neck by a sharp metal blade. That was the only injury in his body sustained, though, was it? No, it was not. Posthumously, his skull was... No. Oh fuck, this is so cold! I love the art style of this game. Speak no evil, see no evil. Holy shit. That was so fucking cold. Summary, medical economic side of fading and definitely because of that several blood loss like my from optical malls. Yeah, so this is because evidence of like Heavens Miller smiles. Receive a punctual wound straight to his jugular vein. Then the player was withdrawn. Exhibited blood loss, and he was lying unconscious within seconds of falling to the ground. Miller and Maz, but had evidently gone to grave lengths to remove all monitoring tech from them. And he was not found with any electronics on his person. Using pretty medical means, acknowledged his time of death down to a window of 10 minutes between 9:40 and 9:50 p.m. Wait, he didn't have any... What the fuck? Oh, Seattle models, but you remove all the monitoring tech from this, okay. Even though I killed him to turn, he was the second to die. That brings us to Creek. Yes, like tanks, Lakers Creek Kristoff was shot once with a hollow slug. Wait, let me show you the evidence of like a million. Was shot in the house with a hollow slug from a distance of 1 or 2 meters. However, the slug penetrated just beneath the solar plexus and failed to completely shatter away, implementing a low-hand spinal brace mod. As a result, Creek didn't die immediately. It is my medical opinion that Creek will slowly bled out over the course of about 5 minutes. Their mod did not have biomonitoring capabilities. So, like with Miller, I've done what I can to narrow down the time of death to a 10-minute window between 9:40 and 9:50 p.m. So he was barely modded? He instead conscious that the whole time anyway? Huh. Damn. Dude like I really had a will, huh, to survive. That's crazy. That's insane though. Like the guy was pretty modded, like a lot of cybernetics. So okay, we got the balance of that's it. Basically, that's like a statement, yeah. But we do have one of the concepts to work with. This telepad was found very close to Creek's body. Extinguishers confirmed that it requires Creek's fingerprints for most functions. That means it's unlikely that anyone else will be able to manipulate. And we found that the last action taken on it was an attempt dark transaction that fell at 9:44 p.m. What could have caused the dark transaction to fail? Either they hit cancel, or the card itself was just interrupting the scan. As if the datapad was suddenly dropped? Speculation? How much qualification does one need to understand that card readers can be finicky, Your Honor? True, enough, sheep, swipe, pin, tap. Just let me buy the damn bone animal, you clown. So, so taking a digital evidence into account, Creek must be the shot almost at the exact time as Tanks. Thank you. There's one more body you examined for this case, yes? Officer Tarek Chopin. I need to determine his time of death. As a patrol officer, he had a certain suite of police-issued body minutes. So we know that Officer Chopin had stopped at 10:14. Oh damn! So like, wait, 30 minutes after? Like more than 30 minutes after like the body mess that like Morgan did? I see. Okay, 10:40 p.m. Okay. Triggering automatic 10:999 alert. Officer down. Lining up that crime scene like a firecracker, and eventually every cop in the city will come running. Royally pissed and safety's off. Chopin was hit through his back by a long thin blade. It severed his aorta, and as a result, he died instantly. To summarize then, okay, let's see evidence. We can conclude that Tank's gun was taken from him before 9:44 p.m. He and Creek went and then shot with it. Their attacker, out of ammunition, took up a sword and stabbed Miller in the throat. Before slicing into Trey's neck, this individual then proceeded to posthumously crush Trey's skull by striking it so hard that it shattered a baseball bat. As Creek bled to death on the other side of the room. Finally, when Officer Chopin entered the scene, they stabbed him in the back, before finally being apprehended by Officer Rogers. That's all correct, as far as we understand it. So now, Rockford's put together a timeline. It's probably helpful for the jury, putting it all in chronological order. But have we actually learned anything new about the culprit's action? We have. Emma brought her on the stand to establish the culprits. Oh shit. Okay. We have to like check the first how the autopsy here. So Tanks was the first one. I'm gonna say starting position, I think. Starting position while in the room we can get to start. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, duh. Like, that makes sense. Correct. Because Creek and Tanks died first, and then were both shot from within 1 to 2 meters. We know that the culprits must have started taking action right by the desk. And not by the door to the holding room. Indeed. So the likelihood that my client broke out from there is not very high at all. Check. Yeah. Yes. An abundance of DNA evidence established that the defendant was indeed held in the other room. But clearly, he didn't remain there. His captors must have taken him out to cushion him in the main room. Hey, drive me in front of the desk where Tank's gun would be within reach. You're the one who's switching now. You have evidence to the contrary? Better explanation for how he got out where he was being held? Can't exactly propose that the real killer set him free as a scapegoat. The forensics are clear. My client was gagged and bound in that room. But clearly they had to cut him loose to cushion him. A mistake that ended up costing them their lives. Do you think that's true, Sasuke? I'm not positive, of course. But my body is telling me that I was held in a room from the time I woke up until I got myself free. In my theory about the blue bus being dumb enough to let looking near a gun isn't perfect, but it's still a theory. I don't have jack shit to counter with because none of us can know how I lay it out. Should probably get some drinks after that. If the defense has no objections, then they just have to take this L and quickly move on to the cross-examination. I don't know. Damn it, you sound very feeble. You have developed a habit of using we when I'm winning. Fix it. That makes us very feeble. Why do I have to get roped in? Emma's already established the time in all the events. I could pick the details, but she's close enough to the truth already. I know the truth firsthand about every death except Chopin. In this case, Emma and I are on an even footing. So what's my advantage? What do I know that everyone else is mistaken about? Okay. The cause of death of true. There's no denying that. So I'm not gonna go over the cause of death. That's a known fact. The murder weapons? The timing? Let me check a bit. Okay. Quick autopsy. Let me check out their Miller's autopsy. I mean, the murder weapons. Oh wait. I mean the murder weapons because there was a knife. Remember the knife? Right. The murder weapons. Ivan thinks Miller was stabbed in the neck by the katana. I'm the only one who knows my knife was there. There's gotta be a way I can use that information to my here without revealing that I have it or how I got it. I'm walking a razor's edge here, and this is technically appropriate. The defense is ready to begin our cross-examination, Your Honor. Dr. Sato, you were asked to examine all 5 bodies. Did you visit the crime scene? I did not. Have not. Photo as all the access that were provided to me to add in my examination. Surely the defense is objecting to allow to virtual work? Of course not! After all, anything being added or removed from the crime scenes the actual should? There's nothing once it's been set up. Okay, this is where things gonna get a bit hectic because we have to like ask the right questions. She wasn't on the crime scene. She saw it by. Okay. The blade wounds. Yeah. Fixing Trez and Miller were both attacked with a blade. Exactly how fast did he die? Trey had his throat slashed, and blood from it found his hand suggests that he had time to reach up on his neck in response. He would quickly stumble back and collapse on the floor, dead. Miller lost much blood when his neck was punctured from the gun with the weapon acted as a stopper. But when the stopper was moved, he would have lost consciousness in a mere seconds. And while the blade was still in his neck, if it was there for more than a second, if it was more than a second, he too would have reflexively reached up, presumably to try and grab the blade. Wait. I mean, yeah, true. Where's the blade? Where did the blade go? Because if he died like on the floor right now, the blade would have been there. So someone, I mean, it could have been Sasuke, right? Because I'm thinking about it now. Oh wait. Okay, so let me go back to the backlog here. Do I have to press on? I should probably press on. Yeah, I mean, is that even that he tried to grab the razor shotgun and locked his neck? Yeah, his own blood was right, but there was no gun in it. Because he grabbed a knife handle, not a sword edge. So it's said to the reason that the blade was withdrawn very quickly. By the time his hands reached up to his neck, he must have been gone. More minutes following consistently with this kind of area, I can shine a light on. Will that be enough? Stabbing Milo's neck so precisely is so fast. That would be quite a feat of swordsmanship. Standing on conclusion, Your Honor. Comment withdrawn. Quick as a blade. Huh. Have you ever seen a stab wound like that? Like the one that killed Milo inflicted by a long blade? And within one hit by a man experiencing heavy blood loss. Nope, I can't say that I have. No, whether that maneuver is impossible or improbable. Well, I'm a doctor, not a fencer. And Sasuke doesn't own a rapier. No, I'm a doctor, not a fencer. Sasuke doesn't own a rapier. Yeah. Does it? Fuck yeah. I'm probably gonna press on. Did you find a stamp on the Milo's neck fit the soul that police recovered? Approximately. That doesn't sound conclusive. The entry was is slightly smaller than I would expect for such a pretty stab. The sword must be badly traveled, but it's within tolerable ranges. Furthermore, the DNA on the tip of the sword is a match for Miller. Damn it, just because I had to drink it, also his blood had dripped. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, Morgan. And, of course, there's no other implement at the scene that fits the wound better. No! Of course there isn't. Shit. Now I have to be careful because... We know about Chopin cause of death. He was impaled by the back. The gunshot wounds, though. I could ask about Chopin cause of death, right? I think I will like ask enough questions about Miller. Could you speak a bit more about the manner of Sir Chopin's death? Well, to read it, his body was found with your kind stuck to his back, and pointing his heart, killing him. There was mostly blood at the scene. At least in part because the wound in question was agitated, I suppose I'd say. What does agitated mean? What do you mean by agitated? Honestly, I still have to implement the blade was moved around inside the room. I think it becomes stuck and someone else was trying to remove it. Lawton mentioned that Sado found this wound odd, but to hear her especially say the blade had become stuck. That's interesting. And Blackjack, baby. Thank you, Dr. Sado. I think I can speak for others when I said I found that very enlightening. Blackjack! Hell yeah, Blackjack, baby. Blackjack! Dr. Sado, you just testified that Officer Chopin was impaled from behind. Did this occur on the spot where his body was found? Yes, it did. The body shows no sense of being moved. I'm curious then. What was there for the soul to get stuck on? Well, if Chopin was inside of the room standing up upright, I mean, anyone can get caught on the air, right? Oh, perhaps? Surely you examined the wound inside and out. Did you see a mark on his ribcage where the blade had caught? No, I didn't. Then it stands to reason that the blade didn't get caught on anything inside Mr. Chopin. It got caught on the floor. Oh! What? Pardon? You need to take greater advantage of the arc, Consul Morgan. Love to flip things on the head. Entire rooms, it need be. If you had, you see that there's a clean indentation in the floor that lines up perfectly with Mr. Chopin's wound. How do you think the tip of the sword got chipped? You saying the sword got stuck in the floor? That's what the facts are saying. Do you disagree? I mean, is there like evidence of this? Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing. Shit. Right? Okay. Let me think because this is important. Oh shit. So we're talking. I was checking the blade too. Let me check the blade quickly because we have to fix this. Some of the crimes appear into the torso victim. Steel is chipped. I said from. Wait, yeah, the steel is chipped, right? Wait. Okay, blind guess or I mean, wait, it hit me out. Yeah, wait. Let me check here. Oh, yeah, okay. I think, yeah, I did. Um. Okay, I'm gonna stay on this one. Right? I'm gonna go like a blind. I honestly disagree. No. If Trumpet was impaled, did fate first, it makes perfect sense for the soul to get caught in the flaw as he collapsed on the top of it. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna do a blind guess here. So we can conclude that after being impaled, Trumpet fell away with a sword into his torso, driving the sword into the ground. Then this attacker aggravated the wound by trying to retrieve the sword from his corpse. Does that sound right? What? Are you asking me? Sort of. Ask in the room, I guess. Well, I bet if I can answer. What you describing makes sense, Sato, but only up till we consider again the fingerprints on Soul Handle. If my client really did ample tag shop, I guess it's so stuck doing so. Why would he try to retrieve it with only one hand? Because you had to retrieve it with one hand. You had to retrieve one. You Russell already elucidated that the defense left hand was broken when it was destroyed. When he destroyed the elevator panel in the crane tower. His left hand was too damaged for him to even grip a sword. That doesn't sound square with this piece of evidence. What the hell is that? Okay, just okay, fuck it. Yeah, but don't you forget something? I gave him a gun. Remember? He had a gun on him. His life was too damaged to grab a sword. No, because he had a gun. He didn't have a gun. Look. Yeah, he had a gun. The Magus? How come a client's life had to be too damaged to grip his sword? And also capable of gripping the Magus? Yeah. Oh my god, I'm cruising to this shit. Like, look at this shit. That already is hardly impossible to explain. We already determined that the Magus was fired twice before the sword was used at all. Firing such a weapon with a broken hand surely that is left useless. That's... It is difficult to wield a sword with a damaged hand, isn't it, Sasuke? Historically, even the loss of a pinky on your non-dominant hand was considered enough to render you defenseless. Is that why Yakuza will offer to cut off fingers as recompense for offenses? That's right, Sarah. In fact, cut the chatter. Instead of the history lesson, he had to pull the soul loose with one hand because his life was useless? Looking at all the forensics pulled from the katana, that's... Your Honor, the people claim that McCann had to use one hand to reveal the soul because the other hand was disabled. But does the evidence actually suggest that... What do you mean? Forensic performed on the katana found McCann's right hand fingerprints on the handle. But what grip are the prints a match for? Let me just give a quick thing here as I was meticulously analyze the position of each finger. A normal grip! The grip is normal! Do you mean to say that the thumb is facing towards the blade, Your Honor? Well, yeah, but isn't it easier to just say he held it like normal? If my client only held the sword with his right hand normally, Your Honor, that would mean he held the handle like that even as he tried to jostle the blade free from the floor it was impaling him. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Like, bro, he was fucked up! Like, the dude, like, just woke up like, from the worst torture of his fucking life. I think. Which is far from impossible. But if, Your Honor, The court has questioned about exactly how the defendant was positioned when he was found saying about Officer Shepard's corpse. I believe the people next witness will be able to answer all of them. Again, all it means is final time to face off with the arresting officer. Chopin's partner. Very well. Then let's summon to the stand. No name not found. What? What? Is that a familiar given name? What? Yeah! Got one big old error right here. It's a classic. Witness now found. Literally. He ain't here. No! Did he kill him? Did Roger kill the Chopin? What? Yes, how to get here? What the hell could he possibly? Her star witness is a no-show? Is this good news or bad news? Like hitting the jackpot on the world's sketchy slot machine. Feels good. But you get the feeling that the staff is gonna make you pay for it. That idiotic. Pay for it when? Fine, I'll finish it myself. Right about now. Perhaps it's for the best then, Your Honor. We can save the court to trouble by wiping out things here now. The facts are simple. The defense has failed to refute them. Thus, the people call for summary judgment. Already? The defendant is the only one with his prints on the gun. He is the only one with his prints on the katana. His only point to submit to this court that he was attacked and captured by 4 of his defiant victims. He was found and arrested on the scene of the body of a dead cop. Before 2 more officers arrived and secured the scene. That must be Reyes and not that she's referring to. As the only living person that left at the scene of the crime, there was no one else who committed these murders. She's on a tear, and I've been lying to say I wasn't it was entertaining. And it's only because she's on tilt. She was thrown off by a root flaking. It's caused her to overstep. She just fired off a lot of claims in quick succession, which is the weakest one. Where do I counter attack? Wait. Maybe the police takes the money? Yeah. Right? That makes sense. DNA, we are all DNA shit. Personally, she's made a reference to her. She hasn't been presented to the court yet. But if it's not, as if Rogers could be lying about it, so it's okay. We're all saying here because he was arrested. Okay. The whole suspects. Yeah. She just kind of suspects the only one who could have committed these murders. She can't possibly prove that. She can't prove that there wasn't anyone else there that night because I actually was there. And unlike her, I can prove the possibility of another party being present without anything to reveal the identity. The people are mistaken, Your Honor. My client was the only other person there that night. Huh? And there's evidence to show it. The red ink. Okay. No, we're not replacing that. Okay. Maximum, baby. Okay, the cloth. Let me check the cloth. Oh! Yes. The red ink? Yeah, the red ink! The document found a crime. Wait, the document found the scene of the crime. Tells that someone else must have been there that night. How do you do that? By putting it in red? Not funny. Oh fuck. No! I guess not. The dark card, maybe. What is that? The dark card from the Creek's datapad? Okay. That's right. The perfect payment option where neither you nor the business will frequently like attacking names to faces. We already discussed that within. Okay, did I catch up those things? Okay, good. We catch up pretty good here. That's how you always try to bet our maximum here. Roy had discussed that within moments of Creek's death, a transaction was being attempted on this datapad. A transaction meant using this star card, but whatever for? Perhaps some of the handful of illicit substances that they were found at the scene of the crime. Oh crap! Yeah, I almost forgot. These guys were drug dealers, and drug dealers get customers, Your Honor. Customers that can be very temperamental when the things go south. Are you trying to suggest that these killings were the result of a drug deal gone wrong? I mean, they sort of were. a drug deal made in person at a Blue Blood stronghold? Dark cards require a passkey and a fingerprint. The card will be used if it only wasn't physically present for the transaction. A transaction that might be abruptly cancelled if potential boiled over. A potential buyer would likely have been across the desk from Creek. The same spot in the room that we've established that the killer must have started the rampage. Yeah, I'm gonna say I should have picked the dark card first, honestly, here. I kinda fucked up, but I'm fine. I'm still a lot of like tokens. I'll be fine. I just have to be careful. Cute ID, counselor, but there's no meat to it. We know that Creek was using that therapy before he died. And we know that the dark card was possibly in transaction at the time. But for some reason, you made an assumption that he was selling. Where the simplest explanation is that he was buying. Using the dark card that he owned. The dark card belonged to Creek? How will you respond? I don't need to respond with evidence. I just need to find out the flawed evidence she's consistent argument upon. Why would Creek buy your own shit? That's kinda stupid, right? Wait. I'm supposed to... Oh! You said that Creek was... Oh fuck, I fucked up. Your source said that it was Creek who manipulated that datapad? You told the customer could buy it with them? Wait, no, I'm sorry, I have to... No, sorry. I'm sorry, I have to do this. That was a mistake, I didn't want to do that. Yes, I have to... Sorry, I'm sorry I have to do this because I fucked up. I didn't want to click that, I didn't know. I fucked up pretty big time. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's get back into it. I mean, yeah, it's the dark card. Yeah, it was wiped all prints. Oh my fucking god, dude. Characterization, Your Honor. The people are claiming that the dark card in the evidence record belonged to the victim, Creek. Despite the fact that it has nothing on it. Oh! Mine either. I'm vibing, baby! That's Lena Rain. That's Lena Rain. I know that. I'm sorry. I'm just you can't see I'm vibing so hard. This is so high. What? What? In the dark card I've gone to Creek. He would to insert into his telepad with his teeth. Yeah. So, who did the dark card belong to? Perhaps the customer would you like his prices? Oh, this one the customer could wipe the prints off. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought you had to like drag like the things, but you have to click on it. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. And this kind of customer could wipe the prints off the card to hide the fact they were even there. That's absurd. If a customer brought out the dark card with them to the crime scene, why the hell wouldn't they take it with them when it left? It was stuck in the data pad! They could have pulled a little harder. They could have taken the data pad with them. Who would live beyond something that valuable? The card is worthless to anyone but its owner. To win could be priceless. Why would you choose to leave it behind? The answer to that is simple, if I'm honest. We're discussing the possibility to offer a deal gone south. Why could it cost that in the first place? Aggressive negotiating tactics? Or a customer who couldn't pay? What are you? This customer could afford a dark card? And yet they couldn't pay. Hold on! You're trying to say that all this death, all this carnage, it's all because the card got declined? How to live that kind of faux pas? This is so good. I love this. This is so big. Huh? Murdering 4 or 5 people in order to keep paying your bills pretty aggressive. But if you need your fix, was there any indication that contraband was taken from the scene of the crime? Your Honor, that is difficult to say. Without knowing the inventory before the crime occurred, we cannot rule out the possibility. That was a little lactose of a pushback. Is she really that thrown off by this witness playing hooky? Well, I had to do this because I love spending time with you all, and having a physical body and being ensouled. But it does seem like I have to declare a recess while we wait. Perfectly reasonable, Your Honor. That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard! What? Court is now in recess. That was fucking dope. I love this game. This game is so good, dude! Oh, this is so good. Yeah, I didn't mean, I thought you had to drag the things by order, but I didn't think you had to click on it. So my bad. I apologize for this. I didn't mean it. But yeah, but checking this step out. Okay, maybe I have to drag it. But yeah. But honestly, yeah. If I had to pick the I'm like the dark one makes sense because it could have been Creek. That's kind of stupid. So Horror Holding is not part of House Icaria? No, it is. House Icaria is comprised of the Little Icaria family, the Icaria Financial Group, and Horror Holdings. But each of those parts is a separate entity from the others. That is very confusing. No, well, yes, it can be confusing, but it protects us. Protects the IFG? No, protects the house from itself. Huh. If everyone in the Icaria family was a member of the IFG, and the IFG, you know what I'm talking about, was called the Icaria family, that would be much simpler. I know it would be simpler, but that's... Who the hell is this guy to keep work for Wing? Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, that's so fucking true. Are you like, bruh? Like you fucked up the case. Like Morgan won. She won the case because you didn't show up. Are you addressing your question to me? I've never met the man. Well, he's met you. Smacked you upside the head and cuffed you? If you say so. I told you, I don't remember anything after I walked out of that holding room. Huh. Chime in at any time. I apologize, I was just trying to answer your question. Who the hell is Officer Rogers? You find the socials or something? I found a new story attached to your live feed. He's shaking hands with some man at the top of some stairs. Right now? What's the headline? Yeah, I think Rogers is the killer. City Council members thank Eric Officer for his service. Oh, well, that makes sense. How can it? Emma's outranked. If the politicians decide now that was the time to do photo ops, she doesn't have the pull to go against them. Are Officer Chopin parents there? Yes, both of his fathers were present. Adoptive fathers. Are you trying to make me feel better? Adoptive or not, they are his parents. And their pain is real. Of course! But that pain will be equally real if they weren't expressing in front of those cameras, don't you think? If you're feeling guilty, Sasuke, please get out of your system before the trial resumes. I don't feel guilty. If you didn't kill that officer, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. But that doesn't make it right. Taking a life? Parents have to outlive their children. And here I thought you'd be all about filial piety. You telling me you won't take a bullet for your patriarch, that's okay? Of course I would! And force him to outlive his son? How could you? Adopted son. From a branch family. Do I need to point out how badly you're contradicting to yourself? Daisuke Ikoya couldn't let me waste it when the rest of the branch was killed. Instead, you put me at the right end of power, a seat of honor. Subservient seat. Okay, just a second. I've got to take a quick break. I'm going to get some drinks again. This might go for like more than 20 minutes, so like 30, 40 minutes. But yeah, this try was like I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Little Rain for this because that was awesome. Fuck yeah. Fuck yes. That was fucking peak. That was great. Anyway, gonna grab some drink quickly, and then I'm gonna try to we're gonna try to finish this stream today. So I'll be right back. Okay, we back. Yeah, that was yeah, I think this trial is gonna be, this episode is so good, so fucking good. This time I took like a small can of Coke, the small ones, not the 33 you know, centiliter. Okay. Wait, let me check it back quickly. Yeah, okay. Suppression seat. Yeah, so this is probably gonna be the last part, before I'm gonna call it for today. So, let's get going. All seats of suppressant. Not the one at the top. Oh man, sorry. I had to drink. I didn't know the rest of your birth for a family died, Sasuke. Retaliation for the fall of the leaves. Quite a dignified way to refer to the crowd killing all those blue bloods 30 years ago. Anyway, it was my understanding that there was a complete and total victory. The kind of the blue bloods incapable counter-attacking. Very nearly so. Do you disapprove of what happened 20 years ago, Sasuke? Of course not. The priority of the house enemies left with no other choice but to act. No way out, huh? By the way, I was asked to pass along a message to you. If you're given a way out, take it. Who told you that? Oh shit. Do I see it? I mean, I don't want to be a snitch though, so maybe to be honest, I got a thing I was supposed to do. To be honest, Sasuke, I got the thing I was supposed to tell you where I heard it from. I'm just passing on a message. Forgot to ask, it's only some mom else who wanted me to. So did that message mean anything to you? I'm not sure. You're a terrifically evil clown, you know that? There's something you should know about me, Morgan. About the Hound of Vikaria. I didn't earn that title as a bodyguard or head of security. I didn't learn how to kill in the military. The Hound of Vikaria is the house's personal assassin. Oh! He's an assassin! What happened to the Asuka being refined? Elevated above their criminal past. The house is elevated. The status that's granted more enemies than ever. Enemies that need to be taken outside indelibly. And then I believe what I do is send messages. They need to be received by the right people, and they need to know where it is from. You kill, so that's all else in the ability know it wasn't the hound. But can't prove that Asuka was responsible. Their own pride will be able to edit things internally. and then humiliation are being uploaded and ensure that the deaths are set out of the papers. So, the entire police force can descend on a jaywalking car by the reflection of a dash cam. But in reality, gets to waste off his stage with a perfumed handkerchief, flaunting all the rules while letting them, like I thought, a very pure expression of power. So all that talk of you being my cousin executive, that was all true. I am. I've been making a little executive for the past year. Did your career business dry up? Circumstances around my career changed. I was asked to step in and fill a role. And what you say about guarding the previous era? Whether you can run as soon as you could walk, their circumstances were different then too. Why tell me now? Because now that I've seen her, I don't think Watford will have missed it. No. Why did you tell me yesterday? The first time we met, when I could actually prepare for this. Clearly you've got some deeply held desire to run in prison, since you won't help me win this case. But what happened in the last 5 minutes that you suddenly got cold feet? I don't know. Yesterday, I thought you were just some outsider in over the head who would certainly drown if they knew who they were defending. Today, I think you're an outsider, in over the head, who could have stayed afloat with a lifeline. Huh. Thanks for the heads up. 5 minutes notice really comes in handy when your client asks you to catch a bullet. Excuse me. Huh? I'm sorry to disappoint you, Sarah. I can't imagine you pleased to be defending a self-confidence killer. Yeah, you kinda fucked up, dude. You could've told us like our first hand to Morgan. I don't know what you went through when you were a soldier. I have no idea what you've gone through as an assassin. Yesterday, I don't understand I shouldn't speak about those kind of things since I have no experience with them. I don't know if she's right about that. But soldiers and assassins do exist in this world. And they are still people. And I think it would be sad if I couldn't talk to any of them. On a written note, could you catch a bullet, Sasuke Kaya? No, Sarah. But you're a 7th enhanced martial artist. Bullets are very fast. That is true. I could probably catch an arrow if I knew it was coming. Tell me more! Okay, second part of the trial, I suppose? We're gonna be it? Yeah. 12:37 p.m. August 15, 2086. Courtroom 48D. Okay, second part of the trial. We gotta keep going, you know. So you and your partner were the second officer to arrive on the scene? That's correct, ma'am. When the 1099 went out, my partner and I were out ready to descend the city. We were within jogging distance of the site after the ride, so we proceeded on foot. Roger still hasn't shown. And I must have rushed to London to register a reshuffled docket. I assume he was rushed. He does seem somewhat distracted. We arrived on the premise at 10:21 p.m. At 12:27 p.m., we received Officer Rogers in completing his arrest of the suspect. What did that involve? Reading rights to an unconscious man? That's a good bit. We helped Rogers finish cuffing the suspect, is what I meant. His hands were shaking. You're a witness, counselor. I like to ask you, London, why he wasn't. Okay, sorry. I like to ask London why he wasn't explicit about all this yesterday. The comment about it to not be forthcoming with the defense is actually a winning strategy. He didn't say to show me someone with the markers yesterday. Why did God have to hide? Wait. Yeah, oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh my god, this is the only thing I forgot about. I mean... Were your body cams on? Why you were nearby? That's a kind of stupid question, right? How do you clear the building? I mean, I feel the buggy cams are on, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, let's see. Damn question detective. Did you hear everybody camera on? Officer are required to turn on body cams with respect to emergency consider. And detectives are required to wear body cams at all. Like I said, dumb question. Nah, I'm gonna say stupid. How do you clear a building? And how do you any part about clearing the building? I took point in my back over me, checking the rooms behind as it went. It was tense, searching the room with a racket from upstairs. You're still searching for subject even though there was a 10 on the 10th floor? What is all you put in mind on the first second, sir? We weren't gonna run upstairs to try and filter it. How was that report made? Over cars, or 10 to 17 p.m. Is it common practice to separate from one another when it's to 1099? It's one of several valid problems to different. Well, it's one of several approaches the department advising critical scenarios. Huh. This is what happens when you speak like for 3 hours non-stop. But I'm fine with that, you know? Should I press on or stay? Honestly? Did you ever lose sight of your partner? I might have. So she might have lost sight of you. Speculation, Your Honor? If I can't see you, you can't see me. That's not speculation, Your Honor. Just critical logic. Homo! Overruled. Spill the dates, witness. Yes. Me and my partner were separated as we cleared the building. For more than a minute, I'd say. Interesting. Why were you nearby? I have an inch, you know, like, I mean... Okay, let me guess. Why were you and your partner in see that oh, sorry. Why were you and your partner in see that night, detective? Well, to be honest, I hadn't eaten dinner yet and I was really in the mood for some kind of hot soup, you know. And my partner was kind enough to indulge me on taking a drive. That's how he's gonna say. It's not like I can call him a compromised witness just because he was in the area, but... What else is there even to press when it's that simple? I'm almost tempted to... Nah. I'm gonna stay, this is good. Yeah, I'm gonna press on. What about your partner? But by any chance, did your partner have a body camera going? Perhaps of a character's abundance of respect for the rules? Matter of fact, I believe she did. So, of the first 4 of the city's brave policemen who are at the scene of the crime, only one of them thought to turn the body cam on. It's my understanding that Rogers couldn't turn his back on, as he had broken earlier in the week. And Tariq Chopin? I don't know why he didn't have his on. Does Emma know? Does Officer Rogers know? Thank you for giving us all that of that to turn on, Detective London. Come on, give me a break. I was trying to be helpful. No, I mean it. Blackjack. Yeah. Blackjack, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I was good to ask. Was the soup good? That's like not really professional. I'm especially interested to hear you describe how my client was unconscious and helpless by the time he first appeared on any body cam. Shall we view that footage together? I wonder if we can pinpoint exactly how many wounds he received between his arrest and when his mugshot was taken. Redirect, Your Honor? Really? What is she doing now? The prosecution called Detective London as the witness and asked her the question. Anna just had a chance to ask her own questions during the cross-examination. After, after the cross-examination, the people can redirect if they have additional questions for the witness. So it isn't just one for them and one for us. More like an eye for an eye for an eye until justice is blind and bloody. She wants another round. Why? Just stalling? Detective London. Wait. Oh oh shit! Mm-mm. Oh no. Oh no. I know what's coming. I know what's coming. You all know what's coming. Are you aware of an ongoing police investigation for a figure known as the Hound of Ikari? The Hound of Ikari. Oh my god. Thank fucking god. I thought she was going to say the Heartbreak Killer. Holy shit. Holy fuck, that was scary. The the Hound of Icaria? Not stalling. Approach, Your Honor. Wait, do I finally get to say the line? Hold on, this is happening too fast. Okay. Oh, so you are and already here. This how a car is obviously some kind of case file that the organized crime department is working on. Detective London isn't quite to speak on it. Homicide, organized crime, is there that big of a difference? Depends on care of the witness question. Detective London, for example, spent 6 years in organized crime units. He what? You didn't know that? Why are you taking this, Emma? I hate to admit it, but I think I need spoilers as well. If you ask me about this, what's gonna say? That the Hound of Hikari is an assassin who leaves the calling cards at each of his kill, targeting the house perceived enemies with shame. And that lead suspect in those cases a man around suspect's age and height, with grey blue hair and a modest spine, and a large tattoo of a dog across his. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh shit! I don't think about it. No. Yeah, Suzuki, I think you cooked. Oh no! Oh my god. Sasuke, you vent son of a bitch! You got mad with your shirt off? Don't sneeze. Hacha! Bless you. You cannot let the jury hear that, Your Honor. But I really want to! If organized crime want to as well Sasuke, they should have done so already. He's on trial here today for these 5 counts and nothing else. The defense has once again claimed that the client is merely some veteran who's been victimized by creative forces. But the police believe that this is in fact the deadest soldier that Ikaria have at the disposal. That's not irrelevant. No, it's just prejudicial. I'm sorry. It's just prejudicial as hell. Yeah, normally I speak French, so sometimes I have to. My brain is just like processing some of the words sometimes. I'm sorry about that. I'm so girls fighting. But all being the legal precedent. But attention to human trauma. He'll just be given a summary. The case file won't enter the record. So you won't even give me the chance to object to the evidence? Your Honor, if you do this, the jury will be spoiled within seconds, and I might consider a mistrial before the day is through. And somebody like Androgen will get to have all the rest of the fun. I've severed the injury's feet for the time being. I'd like to hear exactly what the witness has to say before ruling on this testimony inclusion. But Your Honor, the gallery is none of your concern, not a concern of justice. This trial will remain open to the public until such a time as I, or the state, feel it should be. Decision made! Thank you, Your Honor. Ugh, what just happened? The jury's gonna take you. The jury's gonna take a bathroom break. Emma will get to ask a question, but in all likelihood, the adjutant will make sure they never hear the answers. So, well, any worse off? Sasuke might be. What do you mean? This gallery filled to the brim with cops. They all think he killed Chopin. If London regards us all with the tales of the house exploit on top of that, don't worry, Sasuke. They can do anything to you here. Because we're in a courtroom. I won't spend the rest of my life in this room, Sarah. And even if I could, I wouldn't. Detective London, if you would, please testify as to the. Oh, for real? Your, Your Honor? What now? Hey, Rockford, that when this guy who fragged on you made you look dumb. Yes? He's finally here. Huh? Oh my god, he took his time. Th Thank you, Your Honor. I have one more question for the witness at this time. Really, but the radioactive fizzles out. Counselor, you wanna snap it up? No, Your Honor. Dang, Detective London! Nobody wants. Dude, nobody wants to talk to your ass, sister. Oh my god. Actually, her name is like ADHD. That's funny. Yeah, it's ADHD actually. That's her name. Miss Rothfuss, let it go. She doesn't hold anything back in the courtroom, but only because that's what gives her the greatest chance of victory. If the jury wouldn't hear it either way, and she has no need to steal from time, she won't start the course for the fun of it. So, if you haven't fought against that reject up to the very last moment, huh? But it caught, huh? Yeah, nothing impressive about putting my arm between the gun in my heart? I was gonna say stomach. The analogy seems weaker, somehow. Oh, now, there is the guy. Oh, brother. Uh, it's already midnight. Do I keep going? Okay, there he is. The man of the hour. The hero who put a stop to the hound of Ikaria and brought justice to the city over the loss of his favorite son, Tarek Chopin. Patrol Officer Rogers reporting field duty. Okay, actually, I think we might call it here because I'm sorry to like cut it off a mid-trial, but it's midnight. It's been 3 hours. I say I was like going for like more than 30, like 20 minutes here. Uh, but I think we gotta call it here. That was great. That was fantastic. Um, I'm gonna save here, and I I was thinking maybe like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll probably stream on New Year's Eve. Who gives a shit, right? Nobody's doing anything on New Year's Eve. Everyone is like at home. So I actually might stream on the 1st of January because why the fuck not? Why not, right? Uh, but yeah, that was amazing. Um, I'm gonna go back to title. and we'll go right here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Actually, I think it's better. Yeah, that was amazing. Um, so this is it, huh? The last stream of 2025. That was a hell of a year. I'm not gonna lie. That was really a hell of a year. Uh, I don't repeat a bit myself. I think I'm gonna go more into detail because I want to yap a bit. It was quite a year because it was play a lot of stuff I want to play. I played a lot of games. Still played. Final Fantasy Tactics I didn't finish yet. There was a lot of stuff I did. Dead Space. What did I play? Shit. No, Dead Space was last year. See that I forgot because yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was like a big one. We played a lot of games, Final Fantasy Rebirth, some Gears of Gear a bit and all. Yeah, we played FF7 Remake and Rebirth. That's what we did. That we played the whole shtick. It was hell of a journey when we did this, and then we played Still Blade, which was pretty fun to play. Um, I'm really happy about this year. And also like Ariel, I think it was a good year for me actually. It was pretty like the best year I had since a while ago because I was really. I mean, 2024 was meh. I didn't do a lot. And then 2025 was things where like started to kickstart for me in my life. I did a lot of things in my life, but starting like with 2025, like in May. I got like people I met. I got a lot of like people. I met friends and all, which was sick. Did like I was in tournaments for the video games like for the Guilty Gear, which was awesome. I was pretty happy to have been there. I started doing like brackets in Guilty Gear Strive 2 with like online brackets and all. Obviously, I can stream all those things. I also had my first commentary too with Guilty Gear, which was not great for me. But, I mean, it was like I wasn't really good at it, but I was really happy about it. Sorry, I think I want to say this. I wasn't good at it. As it was my first time, but I had a good time. It was fun. I'm sure it's probably around on Twitch somewhere. Uh, if you find cool, I can pause the link to it. But I was kind of shit. I was kind of shitty. I saw it in French, so. Um, but yeah, it was a good year. Did all the activities. I'm now also like following therapy, which is really helpful for like when I don't want to rent stuff. Staying at home. That's what matters the most. Like, it's always important to like take a breather sometimes, go outside, touch grass, do your activities because staying at home is not helpful. It's not helpful. Now, right now, I get it. It's kind of cold. It's the holidays. People are not doing that much activities. Um, so it's like 0 degrees Celsius right now here, so it's pretty cold outside. Um, but yeah, also yeah, Of the Devil. Obviously, we played was like the first episode was amazing. Episode 2 right now is just incredible. I'm loving this shit. It's so good. I think this is one of the most underrated game right now. That's been like on the market, in the indie market too. I think this game is awesome. And it deserves all the praise it gets because, jeez. But yeah, so that's for 2025. So what's next? Because we're gonna talk about this right now too, because I want to make sure we're gonna talk about this too quickly. Well, actually, I'm gonna take my time with it. Okay. Uh, so the first thing I'm gonna do. Also, there's some things I want to talk about too. After about my Ariel stuff, outside of the webs, internet, and all that shit. In February, I probably gonna do a playthrough on Resident Evil Requiem. Right now I'm playing on the background. I'm playing Resident Evil 3, the OJ. I could probably stream it actually, but I'm kind of like in the Clockwork section, so why not? I could play the OJs on stream. It could be fun. But I want to play some things on background too. Not only stream everything I do. But yeah, Resident Evil Requiem is probably the first game that'll be streamed on. Sorry, hold just a minute. That's the Coke. That's the soda. Yeah. So Resident Evil 9. That's the video game I'm gonna stream. um, Pragmata in April. But I think Resident Evil 9 is gonna be quick. I think it's not even gonna take a month to do it. Um, Probably Final Fantasy Tactics. We need to finish this game. I said it before. Um, yeah. After that, maybe Silent Hill F. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Resident Evil Requiem is like one of the games I'm like aiming to play for sure. Um, yeah, 2026 is gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a really good year. But even with all the things like in terms of games for Capcom, there's like some good shit gonna come out. So I can't wait for that. Oh, so yeah. So here's the thing I wanted to talk about because starting in January, like mid January, I'm gonna start working like in the shop like for like 3 days a week. So this might mean that I will have less time to stream, but that's also mean I might have more opportunities for those stuff. I was thinking maybe buying a mic, a new microphone that could help a lot, because as much as I like talking to the headset, it's kind of the microphone is kind of shit. So I need something that's more convincing, in terms of like microphones and all that shit, and also maybe some speakers. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to like. I mean, if I get some speakers, I might have to how can I say this? Uh, not stream during the night, probably during the day. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this. But yeah, so that means more opportunities for me, more shit that's gonna help, and uh, yeah, this is gonna be hype. This is gonna be so fucking awesome. Uh, I think 2026 is gonna be a good year for me if I keep up, if I have fun, because like I'm really going to the road of like stability in terms of like what right now, like having some stability, like working and all, like oh yeah, also it's gonna be for 6 months. I'm gonna be working for 6 months. Um, for me it's important because uh well, I have to find my place and all. I have to find my apartment. I have to like right now I'm still like living with my parents because well I have nowhere else to go. But once I find my place, the things I will do, the first thing I'm gonna do is like settle in and get some good ass internet because that's the first thing that comes to my mind is like some good internet. But also have like decent a decent place to live too. Is that's the most important thing first actually. Um, but yeah, this is gonna be a good year. Yeah, 2026. I can't wait. Uh, Honestly, it's just yeah. I mean, yeah, so many games. I'm probably figuring out all the games I did, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's so Pre-Pitea. Pre-Pitea is not was it's still in early access, but the game is still um not finished. The game is there, but it's still not finished, And we could probably play some retro games too. I think. Why not? After all, emulation is a thing, and it's a beautiful thing I could profit from it. So, yeah, I think that's all I want to say for today and for tonight. So, I'm gonna call it here. Happy New Year to everyone here. Hope you guys like enjoy with your family, your friends. Wish you all the best for 2026. And yeah, just keep on rocking on and just keep killing it. Okay, just do your best. That's all I have to say for now. So the first January probably because every time I did a date, then I do like a day after. But I think yeah, this time we're gonna be like on first January because I don't want to like miss on the thing. Uh, So yeah, thanks for coming by. Make sure to follow me here on Twitch. Uh, I was going to say fucking Twitter. I swear to God. Uh, YouTube and Blue Sky. Uh, my name was Vlad Vinestra. This was the final stream of 2025, and I'll see you all next year. Take care, everybody. Peace out.